Okay, we're still in James. I can't seem to get through chapter 1, women. So this message is for women. And I've already told you that even though it says scattered to the 12 tribes, if you're not part of Israel, then you will not be. If you're not grafted in the 12 tribes of Israel, Galatians 3:29 tells you who is part of Israel. So anyway, you can go read it. Galatians 3:29, Romans 8 through 12, something like that. So for those who have ears to hear, I am on verse 26. So we're in chapter 1, verse 26. James chapter 1, verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious, all right, so that's pretty much all the quote Christians, seems to be religious, and bridle not his tongue, but deceives his own heart, this man's religious is in vain. So the word bridle actually means to guide others, like you would do, that's why you put the bridle in the horse's mouth, right? And so oftentimes I think this verse was meant to control your tongue, not to speak, and there's obviously applications for that. But ultimately this means guide others, and this whole chapter is preparing you to love thy neighbor. That's the whole chapter. So when you get the wisdom and you do not err, my beloved, when you're the beloved, this is the ones that are brethren, my beloved brethren, the one that is teaching and loving his neighbor. That's the message. So that's who the message is to. So pure religion and undefiled. Well, first of all, but deceive his own heart. That means you can just ignore this and, you think you're all good. And you don't have to go and teach others and guide them into the true knowledge and the true gospel, which is keeping the 10 commandments, the covenants of promise, Ephesians 2, read the whole chapter. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this. Undefiled. Okay, undefiled. That you don't get to keep living in sin. That's a lie. Once saved, always saved is a lie. To visit the fatherless. Who's the fatherless? Those are the orphans. They're not in covenant with the Father. The covenant that was created at Horeb, Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 2, Exodus 17, verse 6. That's the covenant at Horeb. And the widows in their afflictions to keep himself unspotted from the world. The widows are also not in covenant. They do not have a husband. And you are supposed to be guiding them. You're supposed to be going and teach them. That's when he told you before, do not deceive your own self because you're not a doer of the word. That's why you're deceived. You don't have the spirit of truth. John 14, if you love me, keep my commandments, and I will send a comforter to you. This is the abbreviated version. And ultimately, he's going to give you the spirit of truth, not the spirit of error. And there comes an assembly. So we're going to jump down. This tells you, do not have a respecter of person. That's why you have